Test 1 2, test 1 2. Welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I'm the Couch Warrior, and you are watching the continuing story of St. Billy. Happy Friday, everyone. You will have to forgive me. I'm a little bit hoarse today. But we are going to work our way through it. I don't know how long we're going to go today. We're going to try to get a substantial amount of story taken care of. And there are a few things that I need to bring you up to date on since the last episode. If you remember, at the end of the last episode, we finished up in the underground base of the railroad. Look at these textures go crazy in here. The idea there was we were supposed to go and get some information on the chip that we retrieved from the courser. And we also had the other thing that was on our quest journal, which was to go back and talk to Pam. I did those things, and I moved on. That wasn't my intention, but I decided to play forward because I wanted to get some stuff done, and I picked the wrong save. So that stuff, unfortunately, is skipped. Basically, the dialogue between those individuals. All right, but I'm going to bring you up to speed myself. So, all right. No, Billy does not get any advantages right now having rads. So we're going to take care of those. There was a time when I had a piece of armor that offered that as a quote-unquote advantage, but I've never seen rads as an advantage. So we're going to get rid of that stuff. So essentially what happened is they introduced me to a mechanic/tinker there in the railroad who analyzed this device. And he learned some things about it which he really couldn't understand. He gave that information back to us, and we've got to return it to Virgil to ask him about it. So we're going to go back into the glowing sea again, which is fine. We're going to go back there. We talked to Pam, and basically all that she really wants us to do is go to Hangman's alley and fix it up a little bit so that they can hide some synths there and use it as a safe house. So I've already done that previously, but I think we need to go back there and just visit that site again to basically log that stage in the quest as being completed. All right. Excuse me. So, anywho, now, so those two things are completed. In addition to that, since the last time we were together, I've done a significant amount of rework on the base here, doing some experimentation, moving some things around. I was able to go back to the dam and actually get the dam functioning. The dam was functioning before, the lock part of it, but we could not figure out how to get the beacon working, how to get the power working. I figured those things out. I think I was just overlooking them before. Like they had some very small click targets or something, because I went over that area multiple times, went over all the computer systems there, and could never see a click target anywhere. Well, I went back and did it again, and everything I needed was there. So I fixed that place up a little bit. There are some settlers starting to gather there. All right. So while I was there, we were attacked by some synths, and I found on a synth a fancy piece of armor. Those of you who've played the game before are familiar with it, I'm sure. A couple different pieces of armor. One is a nanofilament chest armor, which was way better than what I had. And then the other was, I don't know which one of these it was. Yeah, so enemies have a harder time detecting you while you're sneaking and not moving. Basically what this is a piece of chameleon gear, which is pretty awesome. I'm still trying to get used to using it, but it does this, which is pretty awesome. Now, as long as I'm moving, it doesn't do that. But when Billy stops, it kicks in. So it's basically like invisibility. What it does, though, it does cause some potential problems So if I'm aiming down the sight like this and everything goes invisible, I can't see my sights through the scope anymore, which means I kind of have to go to third person to fire, and there are some guns that do better in third person than others. So I'm still trying to get used to that because we literally go almost everywhere in stealth. We do a lot of stealth operation. So anyway, we'll have to see. All right. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah. I found a power armor frame not too far from here. Down the way. Over this way, you can see through there, there's like a little settlement over there. I was going through there looting the place, and it was just sitting there in one of the vacant houses. So I dashed back there and grabbed it. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. Quite a few upgrades, some of them major and some of them not. This is a major one right here. Now, I decided to experiment a little bit with manufacturing. So I constructed this space so that I could experiment with manufacturing. It's pretty cool. Now, I only have enough power in this place that I have to decide. I'm either going to do manufacturing or I'm going to purify water. I can't do both at once. So I have a switch here that will allow me to divert power here so I can do some manufacturing. So basically what way I have this set up right now is I'm just bumping. I can dump things in here. I can just dump inventory, junk items into this. This machine will suck those items out of the container and they will pass through this sorter. If this sorter detects adhesive, oil, glass, or cloth, it'll send it into this machine, which will turn it into a Molotov cocktail and deposit it in that storage bin down there. All right. Hang on. Now, again, this manufacturing here is experimental. So I don't have enough room to walk around anything here. My plan is to basically tear this apart and rebuild it in a better location. But I wanted to figure out how it all works in a spot where all my resources are. So we'll see. So if the item that passes through this sorter is not adhesive, oil, glass, or cloth, it passes into this sorter, which determines, is it fertilizer or is it lead? If it is either one of those, it goes into this machine, which makes it into 5.56 ammo and deposits it down there in that storage bin. If it is none of those things, it passes along the back way, comes across this conveyor belt, and gets deposited in the junk category there where I can retrieve it later. Make sense? So it's pretty slick. It's kind of set it and forget it. I just dump the stuff in there, and it starts working. As soon as I flip the switch here, it kicks in. And then this computer is hooked up to the entire system. This is where I can configure the thing so that it will... I can tell it what kind of ammo to make and what kind of explosives to make. As it is right now, I don't have enough levels in explosives to make anything but Molotov cocktails and baseball bombs. So I'm hoping at some point what I'd really like to do is to be able to make mines. I'm a big fan of landmines in this game, so that is the plan. So I've used it. It works pretty stinking great. And I'm still experimenting with it. But now that I know how it works, it's pretty fun. I messed around with it a lot to get it to work. Let's do a little test run. Let's try a test run. Let's do... I'm going to find some lead. So this is a miscellaneous item. Going to be way at the top, I imagine. Hopefully. There it is. Let's add 50 of those. All right. Fertilizer? I don't know. Did I spell that right? Sure. Okay. Okay, let's add some of that. 1BF730, and we'll add 50 of those. Okay, so basically all I do is I come in here. Now, the reason that I added that extra line on the end that dumps into like a junk container is because I don't want to have to sort through all of my items. I would like to be able to just dump all of my junk in there, have this machine go through it, build anything that it can, and then dump the rest of the stuff in there for me. It's not a big deal now, but what I'm hoping is that eventually I can have many more machines like this that are building different things. So that would be the plan. All right, so let's try to turn this on and see if we've got enough juice. You know, really what I got to do is I just got to... Oh, there's a bunch of fertilizer here. Like that. Yeah, I don't have enough juice to run all the conveyors at the moment. Now I can acquire some additional juice. I can goose it by firing up these generators here. Okay, hopefully. There we go. See, now you can see the junk, the stuff that didn't make the cut, it's passing through and being stored in here. Oh, look at that. Pre-war money counts as fabric or cloth. That's cool. So what's happening is these machines are accumulating the stuff they need, and then once they have all the ingredients accounted for, they will start cranking out stuff. So right now, the sucking machine is only sucking up the lead stuff. So it's going to process all the lead first, and then it'll process the fertilizer once it's through that. Once the fertilizer starts hitting the ammo machine over there, then it'll kick in and start processing that stuff. But you can see the lead bars are just passing into there right now. Yeah. Yes, I've been doing a lot of tinkering. I've always wanted to try out the manufacturing stuff, but I never really got to a point, like to a level where I was ready to experiment with it, and now we are. So I think going forward, I'm probably going to be investing more perks in science and blacksmith and other related skills so that I can do this, more of this kind of stuff. Okay, now it's kicking out the fertilizer. The fertilizer passes into that machine. And you can see now it's starting to process ammo. So if we go over here, we're going to see boxes of ammo coming out the backside and going into the storage over there. There's a box of ammo right there. Fresh, pristine ammo, packaged and everything. These machines are a wonder. But you can make all kinds of stuff. You can sort all kinds of stuff. You could make a system like this that doesn't make anything. All it does is sort all of your junk into like piles. You know, that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what that's all about. All right, let's let that thing run for a while. Now, in order to build it, I had to create this whole deck here. I had to power it up. I created a little walkway that goes around the side here. You can see I put girders and stuff to kind of make it so it looks like it's suspended from the bottom of the bridge as best I could. Some of those things don't snap together so hot. And I'm right at the edge of the build space here. Like, I literally can't build anything else here. This manufacturing stuff is part of the game. It is not a mod, but you have to have the DLCs to do it. I think it's the there's a contraption DLC. I think it's a contraptions DLC or something like that that does this stuff. But you can do this in the vanilla game if you have the right DLC. There is nothing I'm using in there that is a mod, really. So, added some stuff here. Kind of junked it up. Used the top of the elevator for storage. So if we go down to the second deck. Now I expanded this area. What I did is I built a boathouse. I needed a place to store the boat. So you can see I had to open all of this up. So I built a boathouse. It's defended on this side by some fencing. And then decided to use it to just grow plants and food and stuff. So everything's in planters here. So should make it easier. And just, you know, little workbenches and things. Just stuff to make it look lived in, I guess. So if we go down the first floor, see the boathouse. Pretty simple. There's my sunken boat. A little bit of storage in here. Everything we saw is just right on top. And this door goes out. This area is not as heavily defended as it was before, but I have upgraded the turret guns up there, made them a level higher, so they're heavy machine guns now. And then I placed some sawed-off railroad tracks here to deter people from trying to climb down the cliff. Okay. So, boathouse. Now you open the boathouse here. That opens the garage door to the boathouse. Yeah? Pretty fancy. And then I have just this open space here. So if I don't want to put the boathouse in the garage, I can just pull up, jump off, and jump back on again if I want to. Pretty slick. So the second floor is where a lot of new stuff happened. Before, I had nothing on the second floor but a walkway that went around to a gun placement over here. I removed the gun placement and then built this stuff. And then I created a walkway here, which goes into a completely new way of setup for protecting stuff. No, he does not have a mine base, and that's part of the reason why I want to build mines. I want to mine the countryside on either side of the river here. I want to put mines, and I haven't been able to do that yet because I don't have any to spare. So I am down to 4 water purifiers, and they are all in here. Power runs in over this way. And then we've got... I put chimney stacks in here to vent out any carbon monoxide that might build up in here. All right. Makes sense. So that is all built out of sewer pipe. You access it here. And then you can see, if you look down here, you can see the wiring is just passing straight through the wall. I used a fairly well-documented wire glitch to make that happen. So you can actually pass wires through walls. Okay. And then I removed the bridge across the river here, and I put it over this side as well. And this time I doubled up on the bridges so that I could widen that gap. I didn't want anyone to be able to jump it. So if at least one bridge is extended, you can jump it. I like the extra clearance. It seemed to make sense for maybe bigger boats passing through, construction work, whatever it was. And somehow it seemed a little bit more secure. All right. So that is about it for the tour. Now it is time for us to go and do some stuff. This base is definitely where Billy spends a lot of time. The base in the theater district was destroyed, and I am slowly rebuilding it. So the base is there. Good portions of it have been completed, but it is not in nearly the polished state that it was in the previous half of this series. So That is some place where we may go and hang out at some point. But I still need to do a lot more work on that. So I've set it up. I just need to get it finished. Hasn't really been too much of a priority so far, so... Anyway. So we gotta do a couple of different things. I'm thinking maybe what we do is we run over to Hangman's Alley and we check that quest off the list for Pam. Then we'll come back here on our way to the glowing sea and we'll pick up our armor and we'll head out. And we're going to go off that direction. So we're going to have to double back a little bit, but, you know, I think that's okay. So... the mystery of the theater base, yeah. The theater base was actually, yeah, I had that all worked out, didn't I? Are we done here? Yeah, we're done. Let me shut this stuff down. So when I restarted the series, Billy did a Hey Nora segment where he mentioned specifically that downtown Boston had become a war zone and that all the fighting had destroyed a lot of his infrastructure. So here we got 250 rounds. Just dump that stuff in, set it, and forget it. Let's take all that. So the theater base, along with a lot of the water purification systems and hideouts that he had set up in the first part of the series, were destroyed in that fighting. And so that is part of the reason why he's had to rethink the way that he handles water purification. Rather than having small bases spread out all over the place, he decided to build one that was heavily defended and try that approach and go from there. All right, so we need to go to Hangman's Alley, which is not that far away. It is off in that direction. So do you guys want to go there and come back and pick up the armor? Or should we take the armor with us, go in the armor? I'll let you guys make the call. Thanks for the tip on the glasses. Yeah, he usually wears the wraparound goggles, or he wears, you know, like aviators or something like that. So if you guys want to go to Hangman's Alley in armor or pick it up on the way back, just let me know in the chat. So, Hangman's Alley with armor? Yes, no. Take the cool armor. Go in the armor. Okay. We're going to go in the armor. That gives me an opportunity to show you some more cool stuff. First of all, I'm starting to put up a few decorations around. I moved some things around. Oh, and I put taillights on the bus. I like that. I thought this area needed light, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there were like taillights on the bus that he wired up to work and light up this area? And I found some stuff that actually works. So, yeah. Okay, so I've gone through here and I've repaired everything. What the hell is happening? Something weird is happening. Am I in the armor? Here, let's see if I can get out of it. Something was glitching there. Something's totally glitching right now. Let's see. Let's go back. I'm stuck. All right. Yeah, this is right before the tour. So let's go down and try again. All right, let's get in it. Okay, and here's a cool addition. So here, right, we can grab our missile launcher if we ever need it. But my favorite thing is this. I love this. Just hang on. I love this, right? Because we can jump into battle, big cannonball into the water, and then just emerge on the shoreline like Godzilla, which I love. All right, so Hangman's Alley isn't too far away. And because I've already activated the workshop there, I'm thinking we might just need to go there and walk into that cell to advance the quest. I'm hoping. Or maybe we have to build one or two things. I don't know. Get some distance. That is a huge horde. Let's reload while we can. These are enclave. They're going to open up on us. Do not. Do not. Hey, nice. Disembarking. That was cool. Hey, can I play with you guys? The cool kids? All right, whatever. So the Brotherhood of Steel, they don't like me. They don't dislike me either. They're indifferent. Somehow that's even worse. At least if the Brotherhood acknowledged me, I would be somebody. Oh well. All right. Let's activate the workshop. See if that does it. I don't know if it will or not. I'm going to scrap a couple of things. Actually, we'll keep that. I don't need to do a crap ton of building here. I just want to build some basics and see if it'll trigger the quest. So we can say that this part is finished. So I'm going to build like the simplest square shack possible. And then we'll just see what happens. Okay, let's just check our quest log. Build defenses 0% at Hangman's Alley. Okay, so we're just supposed to build some defenses then. All right, so we'll deploy. We'll see if we can deploy a couple of turrets here, maybe, huh? Things are getting laggy. I'm not trying to trigger a quest. I'm just trying to advance. I'm trying to follow Pam's instructions. Pam told me to make this into a safe house, so that's what I'm going to do. But I would like to do it in the most efficient and simplest way possible. So let's do this. We'll use a stairway as a platform. And I think with a couple of turrets, we should be good to go. That won't work there. Can I put it on this? There we go. And then the other one, I'll just pop it over here. See, I'm just on the edge of the buildable area here. What am I out of? Steel, circuitry, and a gear. I can get steel here. Usually they'll give you what you need in order to build the things. I may not have what I need here. Circuitry and a gear I'm probably not going to find here. And I emptied my junk out before I left, so... yeah, we'll have to skip it. We'll have to come back when we have the stuff. We got 50% of what we need, I feel like. Pretty sure. %. So yeah, I literally need to deploy just one more turret to finish this. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Let's move on. We'll come back to that. All right, we got to go talk to Virgil. So we'll do that next, but we can close this down. Circuitry and a gear. I might go have a little bit of a look down here. We could go to our other base and look and see if we've got circuitry and a gear in there. We might actually have it on hand. It's not that far away. It's worth a look. I'd love to check this off the list if possible. Let's go see if anybody's busted into our place. We have a crap ton of stuff saved up at this base, so I'd be surprised if we didn't have what we needed. We'll give it a shot. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. Glad it's Friday. I'm officially back at work now, which is stressful. You know how it is. They say, take the time you need, be healthy, da-da-da, but it doesn't really matter. When you get back, you're still pummeled. So that's kind of what's happening right now. All right. So, what did I say? Circuitry? Circuitry. Can't remember how many we needed. but it doesn't matter. We're not carrying a lot. So that takes care of that. And gear. Got plenty of that too. All right. That should do it. Oh. If we looked last time we were here. So here's my work in progress. Brotherhood of Steel armor. This is the T60 that I put over here. Still working on it. If you look close, you can see that I've done some texture work on it, but there's still a lot more to do. Honestly, I think I like the look of the Exo 1 armor better, but that's what it is. Hello? All right, so let's go back, deploy this. Because I don't know where we're going to need to go next, right? If we do go back to the railroad or come anywhere near it, it would be nice to stop in and just move on to the next stage of the quest. I don't want to have to come back here again if I don't have to. All right. We are going to get this to 100%. That worked out fine. And we built them a dumpy little shack to stay in while they're here even. All right. So the agenda for today is we are finishing, we're checking off a quest here for the railroad. Not a quest, but a segment of a quest. Is this actually on the platform? I'm just kind of guessing at this point. There we go. Completed. Build defenses, 100%. Hangman Alley. Report back to Pam. Okay. Done. Now, we can go see Virgil. Yeah, I didn't quite hit it right, did I? But it's okay. It'll still work. It still counts. Hangman's Alley is... It's probably... Of the vanilla settlement sites... Originally, it was one of my favorites. It's really not anymore, and... Part of what bums me out is that the settlement limits there are just ridiculous. I like the small enclosed spaces like that, but what I don't like about it is they imposed an upper build limit. So rather than letting you build a cool base that goes all the way up to the roof of the surrounding buildings, they cut you off about halfway up. But then they tease you by putting in fire escapes that go to the tops of the buildings and stuff like that, which really sucks. So that kind of bummed me out when I discovered that. I'm like, oh, this is a small space. I can build a cool base up, you know, or along the rooftops and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, no. All right. So we're passing this vault again. But we are just going to keep moving. All right, so now it's off to see Virgil. Now the Brotherhood of Steel is landing all over the place downtown. I have not turned... I've not turned Endless War back on. just because it doesn't make a lot of sense when we're going to the glowing sea anyway, because I know that that's going to be hard on the system here, so we're going to hold off on that. But on the way back, I think we will. I was just looking at the chat. Discussion of Kaleo Ferrata meets Fallout 4. That could be fun as hell. I am not opposed to that idea at all. Some of you I told this. I have some friends I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with, 5th edition. Curse of Strahd, and I basically just recreated Kaleo there. It's pretty fun. All right. Now let's... The glowing sea just does a number on landmarks. I just want to make sure we have Virgil marked here, so we're following the right stuff, right markers. So Kaleo Ferrata, disgraced Brotherhood of Steel person, warrior, soldier. That could be cool. Totally see that. Be fun. It's fun to speculate on that kind of stuff. Shadeling would definitely go Institute, I think. So we're going to go and visit with Virgil. We'll see what he has to say, what the next stage in this quest is, and then we'll probably go for that too. Fleet and Etienne, primarily stealth characters, both of them. Ranged fighters. That's an interesting thought. I'm not sure. All right. Here comes the nasty. Frickin'. Hate them so much. Yeah, both Fleet and Etienne would definitely be sniper types. For sure. I'm not sure about, like, Marl. What would Marl do? I'm not sure if Marl would do any of the major quest lines necessarily. Possibly Railroad. There's some side quests that might be a good fit for him. I cannot see. Haha, finally got the jump on a scorpion. That makes me happy. What is the name of the environment mod I use? There's a couple of them. True Storms, of course. Yeah, that's a problem, right? I never, when I'm playing, I don't have my mod list in front of me, and half the time I can't remember the names of these mods. I could barely remember it if it's a mod I made myself. So. But, that's how it is. Are we getting close to the crater here? What? Or did I bypass that completely? Is this the collapsed factory or a different place? Let's look. No, we haven't been to this one before. We should at least look. Decrepit factory. I mean, last time we got some irradiated toothpaste. Who knows what we'll find here? To the explorer. Go the spoils, my friend. And if what you are looking for is disgusting toothpaste, then you must look. Dead guy. Sensor module. Sensor modules. God, this is so nice. Makes me want to build here. Huh. Okay. Moving on. There's no secret doors or anything, is there? Okay.
Another rad storm.
When I think of my other characters, most of the time I think of them rather than as part of a quest line as fitting into different factions more so. What factions would they fit into, you know? I'm thinking like Marl partnered up with Hancock. I think that could be fun. Ah, we did it. He's got quite the death chamber here.
Protect and serve.
Yo, Virgil.
Sure, I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Oh yeah, I have it.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
I got friends who can do that sort of thing.
Better you than me. Face like this, I'm not gonna make too many friends. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. The station you're listening to, I hijacked that signal. So, what does that mean? Maybe it means I'm somehow better equipped to come up with this device, whatever it is?
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I think I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
All right. I think we're going to go to the railroad. Because if we do that, then we can actually talk to Pam as well. Which makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to look on a map first. All right, where we need to go is that secret entrance, which is over here. So I'm going to put an extra marker there. That'll just help us zero in once we get close. I can find shit once I'm in the city. Out here in the glowing sea, I get lost. Get all turned around. I don't want that. Okay, landmark. That's a plane crash. We investigated this last time. Two planes. All right. So we got to build a device to hijack a signal. Interesting. When I think of Billy, what we know of his background is back before the war. Ouch. Back before the war, Sprinter's light combat on the right leg. Why is it always 10%? Can anything make me faster? He was a mechanic, a gearhead. In the Army, he specialized in repairing power armor. He knows his way around tools. He is, in terms of engineering, mechanical in the way that he approaches things. When it comes to things like computer and circuitry and stuff like that, God damn it. I am so thankful for this assault rifle. Thank you, Nora. Let's explore. Can I get in here? No. There's probably another way in, right? Course. Hello, friends. Billy is here. Just a little exploring. Whoa, shit. Is he in here with me? Fuck are you? Charred feral ghoul. Ugh. Those fucking things stink when they're raw. Imagine cooking them. Okay. Where can we go here? Down the stairs. Oh, hey. Actually, we could do power armor work here. We got to remember this place in case we ever get in a pickle. That would be good to know. Invoices. Defective Mr. Handies. And Protectrons. Okay, we open the door. So, anything else down here? This is actually could be a nice little safe house if we got to get out of the weather. And if we sustain damage to the armor to the point where we need to repair it, we're desperate. That could be good too. That stuff turns on, okay. So roof access. Can I close it? No. It's just open forever. Well, that's a bummer loot. That's pretty lame loot. Okay. All right, we got things to do. I think Vander Nightbrook would be Minutemen. Can you see him? Like, he'd be running his ass off back and forth between all of the different settlements. I could totally see that. That would be super fun. Horizon Air. Boy, is this a fucking mess or what? Got your kneecaps. Got your skulls. Got you in the solar plexus. You in the cranium. Can you imagine the nightmare? Going down in this fucking thing. Terrible. However, it's not as if those of us who weren't on planes fared any better. In some ways, these folks got the better outcome. I'm thinking, ooh, flight data recorder. Final transmission. We are going to check that out, maybe. Is there another floor? Yeah. It might not be accessible, however. I want to listen to that. Can we listen to it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming we can listen to it. Yes, Vander would drop landmines. That is totally what he would do. What is this thing? And this. Billy has seen another shiny object. This is an interesting area to explore because a lot of people don't come here, right? So there are still things you might be able to find here. Ah. Let's see if we can get this working. Distress signal. Ah, it's very, very faint. Let's check the audio. I can bring the radio up a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to leave the distress signal running for a minute. Distress signal lost. Okay. So it's got to be signals that are further into the glowing sea than if I'm losing them by going this direction. Okay. No worries. We have leveled up. Let's go ahead and take that. Science. Thinking about getting more scientific. The other thing that we could do is we could pop another point into the charisma. What I need to do is eventually get to local leader, but of course we know Billy is not super charismatic. Chemist. Could sink it into intelligence. I hate putting stuff into attributes, but I like unlocking new perks. All right. I'm going to just bite the bullet and put it into intelligence. There's a bunch of stuff we're going to need in there that's going to help us build more sophisticated things. Billy's learning all the time. I was talking before about, you know, how he's mainly mechanical in his expertise. And so I think the electronics stuff is something that he would be learning more about. And it certainly would be becoming more of an issue. Before, when he was just, you know, fixing cars and stuff, those skills were good enough. But now he's got to build more sophisticated things. He's working on computers more to control his manufacturing setup. He's building defenses. He wants to be able to work on and repair robots and security systems, and also power generation. Eventually, it would be nice to be able to generate fusion power. And I can't do that without intelligence, without the science, without all of the learning that comes with those things. So it's good investment now, understanding that later on we're going to want to do that. And who builds a fucking farm out here? Hey, yo.
Did the Minutemen send you?
Not exactly, but how can I help?
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders. Stealing our food and supplies. Do you think you can persuade them to leave us alone?
Sure.
Oh, really? Thanks. I didn't know what we were gonna do about them.
Kill the raiders at Hyde Park. All right, hang in there.
Have you seen Diamond City? It's huge!
Oh, man, he's got a kid out here. That makes me want to help him all the more. All right. Hyde Park. Let's see if that is on the way to anywhere. We are going. Ugh. It's getting messy here. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's not far. We could actually deal with them on our way downtown. So, next destination, Hyde Park. It is. All right, I'm going to leave the helmet off so you guys can see a little bit better.
You better not cause any trouble.
This is dark. Are you kidding me?
Moonlights are gross.
Trouble is my middle name. It's a nice thing about the armor, you know, you can kind of go as the crow flies. You don't have to worry about most anything. Oh, there are gunners there. We're going to save that fight for another day. I don't need to be picking fights. If I was using my brain, I probably would have stopped at that settlement for a little bit. Oh, yeah. Got a behemoth. Sorry, all. I'm going to put the helmet back on just in case. All right, let's go in this school. See if we can secure the building. Maybe there's a place that we can bed down until morning. I don't know what's in here. I've never been in this location before, so... this is going to be a ghoul-infested mess, isn't it? Very safe here, I hope. Sure. Here's a ghoul-infested building. Find a place to sleep for the night. Sure. All right. Hello, class. I'm Billy. I'm your fucking substitute teacher. What is this? Food paste. Yeah. All right. That was a bit too much reverb. Got to have just enough reverb to make it feel like you're indoors. Check 1, 2. There we go. Let's try that. Well, these kids bringing guns to school. That's what we're coming to. All right, we're going to clear this place out. Going to clear it out. Aw, shit, come on, really? Damn it. Okay, I didn't sign on for doing that. Fuck. Okay, this is bad. That's a horror show. That was bad. All right, we got to get to Hyde Park. Let's check that map one more time. I want to make sure I'm headed towards the right mark because I don't think I am. Yeah, that's taking me back to the place. Hyde Park is over here. This is probably the most time Billy's ever spent in his armor.
I've lost contact.
Okay, those people in that church, they seem like maybe they were settlers or scrappers or something like that. So we're not going to take them out. We're going to be judicious about who we kill for once. Here we go. No, I don't think I can hide. However, I'm not really trying too hard either. All right, we gotta find it. They must be spread around here.
No sign of them now. Hearing shit.
Man, somebody kind of trashed them already. I suppose if you want to come at me with a tire iron, you're welcome to try it. Not recommended. Ah. Another issue. Oh, I love this one. It's the one with the snake thing. Critical hits with unarmed melee attacks and blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing a lot of unarmed, but that's just for now. You never know. I have invested some in perks that benefit melee combat. Thinking maybe that's a direction I might do that more often. But not at the moment. Garbage. 50 caliber sniper rifle is always good to have. Advanced assault rifle, sure. Reinforced heavy combat armor. We're taking it. At the very least, I could maybe learn something from it. Oh boy. like they beat her up pretty bad. Then someone came along and killed him in the sleep. Could happen to a nicer bunch. That's all empty. Look how they use the mannequins to make it look like there's more of them or whatever. Or do perverted things, or both. You know, what is up with the Raiders? Like, what's their culture like? It's interesting because if you look at some of the stuff that you find in game, you will see gangs refer to one another from time to time. You know, they have rivalries, you know, and stuff like that, which I think is kind of fascinating. I'd sort of like to see more done with that, honestly. All right. Let's check. I don't know if I cleared this place out. I certainly don't see any more raiders. We got to report our success back to them. Well, that's okay. We aren't going to do that now because we know that we're going to have to go back that direction. We're going to have to see Virgil again. So we'll be going back that direction. So let's head back to the city. All right, so we accomplished that. Turn it in later. Well, I know that they're just gangs, but they're apocalyptic gangs, right? And they're gangs with psychopaths at their head in a world that has no rules and no threats of incarceration. So what I think about that is some of the raiders seem like criminal gangs. Other groups of raiders seem like they're almost like a cult where they do weird ritualistic things. You'll find...
Get me out of this thing! Get me out of here! Let me out!
Ah, Christ. What are you doing in there?
That's not funny. That's not funny at all. What kind of horrible person would say that to a kid stuck in a refrigerator? Besides, I ate the pudding a long time ago.
How long you been in there? I mean, how do you get stuck in a refrigerator?
I hid in here to get away from the bombs. But there isn't a handle on the inside, and it's really dark in here.
You mean 200 years ago?
I don't know how long I've been in here. A long time, though. A really long time. Please, I don't want to die in here.
All right.
Yes, I've been stuck in here for so long. Hurry up, shoot the door off.
Shoot the door off. Are you sure?
My legs are so stiff. Everything's so different. I guess I was in there for a really long time.
Oh,
What do I
yeah.
do now?
It's a ghoul, kid. Go someplace safe, kid.
I just want to go home. I want to find my mom and dad.
Billy in the fridge. So what's up with your parents? They're gonna be dead. It's 200 years ago, kid.
I don't believe you. They are alive and looking for me. Can you please take me to them? Or at least to my old house?
All right.
So you think I should give up trying to find my parents?
Kid, they're gonna be gone.
No, I don't believe you. They have to be alive. And we're gonna find them. Or at least find out what happened to them. Whoa, it's nighttime and it's still kind of bright. It was always pitch black in the fridge.
You were in a fridge for 200 years. Huh. 2 Billies on ice for 200 years. That's nuts. You coming or what? You gonna do your own thing or come with me? What are you doing? All right, come on. Hey, things are very different out here now, kid. Seriously, you gotta be careful.
I hope we find out what happened to my mom and dad.
Yeah, I got a feeling that's not gonna be a happy story. All right, kid in the fridge. Okay. Report your success to settle. Okay. Take Billy home or take care of Billy. Where is home? That's home. This is where we're going. Oh, boy. I feel like taking him home would just basically be killing him, right? And if I talk to him...
Guess I was in that fridge for a really long time.
There's got to be some place I can take him. All right, let's keep moving. I'm going to take him to Diamond City. If anybody would know how to help this kid out, it would be Valentine, right? Now, kid, don't be scared. They're like you, but they're not like you. They've lost their minds. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here while we can. Take him home. It's a pleasant surprise. Huh. I wonder. Like maybe his parents are ghouls? All right, come on. Let's see if there's a happy story or not. That'd be amazing if his parents were ghouls and the kid was locked in a refrigerator all this time. Looks like your legs are working pretty good now. All right. So what kind of stuff you like to do when you're not hanging around in refrigerators? Kid stuff? Huh?
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yeah, it's the right way. All right. We just got to keep following this here road. I think it's this way, right? Am I facing the right direction? Yeah. Okay. We're going to cut across here. Quiet, kid. We're gonna climb up that embankment over there. But I need you to be quiet as a mouse because I am loud enough for both of us. Come on. That's pretty crazy. Billy in a fridge. Okay. No other way. You're right. It's a mess. I'm telling you.
Forgot how pretty the sky is.
Well, at least he's glass half full kind of kid. That ought to be helpful. Given how likely we are to find his parents alive. Is this your neighborhood?
Mom? Dad? Are you in there?
Billy! Billy!
Son? Is that really...
Holy shit.
It's me. It's really me.
Oh my god! We thought you were dead.
What happened to you? You're all burned up like me.
We're ghouls, Billy. The radiation changed us. Looks like it did the same thing to you.
Don't worry about it, Billy. Your dad and I don't care what you look like. We still love you.
I love you too, Mom. I missed you guys. It's been so long.
Well, that's pleasant.
You there, in the house. I want those ghouls, especially that kid. You can give him up peaceful like, or die trying to save him.
Why does he want me?
Oh my god, they want Billy.
They won't take us, Carol. At least not alive. Billy, get upstairs.
There's no way they're getting in here.
I'll wear your eyeballs around my neck!
Oh god, don't let them take Billy. Oh, what just happened? cover. Keep him off me. What? Leave us alone.
No one panic.
Need help here.
Christ, lady.
My good karma's paying off.
Is that it?
Thank you for bringing us back our little boy. And saving us from that man.
Ah. I'm glad we found you. Ah. Not too many happy endings around here.
Here, take this. I wish I had more to give you, but we don't have much.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, sorry about the mess.
I never thought I would see my mom and dad again. Thanks.
Sure. Have a nice life, kiddo. I gotta go. All right. Where were we? I don't remember. I think what we're going to do here is we are going to take a break here at the Peabody House, and then we will continue thereafter and head on down the way. All right? All right. So I'll see you all back here in about 5 minutes or so. Something like that. All right, we're back. We are back at it in the wasteland, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens next for our intrepid adventurer, Billy Williamson? Well, we're going to start by amping up the pedal. You know what I mean? Pedal? Pedal? Yes. It is about to get ugly. So, now, got a long way to go and a short time to get there. You can call me the bandit. Off we go. All right. So, yeah. Come on. Come on. Ooh, yeah. All right, so I hope you all had a good break. Mine was exceptional. Ah, this is Quincy.
What?
Do you not see me coming? Do you not hear me coming? I'm just going to kill just enough gunners to clear a path. All right. All right, we wore out our welcome. I love that guy punching me in the chest. That was fun. Thunk. Yeah. That was actually great. Guy had some balls. He was crazy. All right, let's check our map, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are following this freeway, which is literally going to take us exactly to where we need to go. Damn it, Kyle. Son of a bitch. This game does force you to do some stuff. Killing dogs and stuff, and I don't like that. Alright. Named dogs, yes. All three of them were named. It's interesting. Must be part of a side quest or something interesting like that. It's a steep climb, friends. Ugh. Now, I am using a mod called Highway Runner. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you should check it out. It's a mod that makes connections between a lot of the broken overpasses so that you can traverse larger portions of the map using the freeway system, which I think is sort of fun. I had to make some modifications to it. I didn't like everything about it. There were some areas where I didn't want that to be happening. These guys aren't shooting at me, so if they're not shooting at me, I'm not shooting back. Now, I might have to turn the damn thing off again. We'll see. The closer I get to downtown, the more crazy it's going to get. And the more laggy my system is going to get. So. Yes, Billy needs a jetpack. I'm looking forward to that. That's why I need to keep investing in things like science and blacksmith and stuff like that. I need to be able to get my hands on some of these upgrades. All right, let's do a quick map check. Oh, yeah. Doing good. Okay, yeah, see, it's getting laggy now. If it gets out of hand, it's getting out of hand. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. It's, I don't mind fighting the gunners that are here, but I don't want to be, like, making it an unenjoyable viewing experience for you guys. You know, this frontliner does more damage than my other AK does. But I don't like the sight. It is much harder to hit with it. Especially when they're moving. This gun offers you a whole bunch of different options for available sights. The one that I picked out... Boy. Missed that jump. The one that I picked out for my other gun, I like a whole lot. This one right here. Eesh, that's a beauty. Okay. Now. I see you, Joe. I see the shit that you're doing on my channel. One of these days, I'm going to come on your channel and I'm going to cause trouble. It's going to be good times, my friend. Good, good times. Good times. Okay. We gotta be getting close. Now I can go to the little secret entrance, but I could also go in here again too, I think. Hang on. Let's go to the boxing gym. Let's gather up some more lead. There's a lot here. This is what we need for making ammo. So I don't like to cruise by and not grab at least a couple. Let's see, where is that confounded entrance? Huh? Seem to have good success finding it from the river. I think it might be here. There it is. CW knows. I do. I know Joe. I know a couple things about Joe. In we go. Finally made it.
Tinker Tom's been looking for you.
Again?
We'll dig in and hold this position. Do you need something?
No. I need Tinker Tom. Where is he?
Do you need something? The world.
All right, let's just... We got to do that. We got to do that.
World's a dangerous place for anyone in my way.
Really?
Glad you're with us.
I might like to get in her way.
Setting human-machine interface to 100%. Good day, Agent. My data indicates Mercer Safehouse has been established. Reward dispensed. Further help is required. I have the location of a Black Ops cache. It contains supplies our organization needs. Railroad Alpha has asked for you to secure the cache from any hostiles in its vicinity.
All right. Give me the details.
The cache is hidden in compliance with tactical counter-surveillance protocols. This RFID device will locate and unlock the cache upon close proximity.
Sounds fucking high tech, Pam.
Correct. The cache belonged to the Defense Intelligence Agency. The DIA's technological capabilities were more advanced than many branches of the government. You only have to secure the cache. Runners will transport contents on a separate timetable. Terminating human-machine interface.
I'm going to take that. Medford Memorial Hospital. Cool. All right. Who's next on my list?
There's been a development. A raider... I'm getting tired of waiting. Good, you're here. There's been a development. A raider gang has captured one of our agents, codenamed Blackbird. The twist is, we thought he was already killed at Augusta Safehouse. Desdemona clings to the far-fetched hope that A, Blackbird is alive, and B, he can tell us what happened to the synths held at Augusta when it fell. So she wants you to tackle this fool's errand.
All right. No promises, man.
The Dead Drop has the full briefing. Raiders aren't known for keeping their captors alive. But, since you're risking your neck, good luck.
Things are quiet. For now.
Do you need something?
Yeah. Yeah. These are Virgil's schematics. You don't know who Virgil is, but trust me, he's a smart guy. He's going to be able to get us in some place that we need to get, right? Is that what this is all about? Ultimately?
So that's what the Courser chip was all about. You needed that frequency, I take it. Why? What does this machine do?
Wouldn't you like to know? All right, I'll tell you. It's fucking
We've spent
teleportation.
dozens of years and too many good agents' lives only to discover not a goddamn thing. And now we have the answer, thanks to you. Teleportation. That the Institute could build something so...
Awesome.
But we've got work to do. This is our top priority now. I want Tinker Tom to help you in any way possible to get this device built.
Sure. Man, she smokes more than I do. Hey, yo.
Ready to hand over the plans? This is the big one.
Here you go.
Hold on. Who wrote this? Some kid with a crayon? Shit. Must have been a real big kid. Oh, man. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Those Institute eggheads are crazy. And you can divert the signal using a heavily modified relay interception. Like a pirate broadcast, you know? That's intense.
You're pretty good at this.
The plans cover all the high-end egghead shit, but they're missing a ton of engineering details. Filling in the gaps will take time. This bit here, the stabilized reflector platform, just needs some high-grade metal. Easy. Psh, by the time you finish that, I'll have the rest done.
All right. What's the next step?
We can scrounge up the platform components you need. No problem. But where to build it? It's gonna need some serious space. This baby's big. It should fit over at Mercer Safehouse. Pam's already given that place her full blessing. I'll flag some runners to deliver the components there.
Build the reflector platform. All right. Let us...
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Yeah, that's great.
I told Dez I could count on you. So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it to watch the Freedom Trail. Chuck that stuff if you need to. Like you know who couldn't spoof a conventional camera, right?
Tell me where.
I got the perfect spot picked out. Set Mila up and let the juicy data pour in.
Getting a lot of quests here. Broken monorail. Set up Mila. All right, let's check our quest log. I feel like we've racked up a bunch of shit here. Okay. That. Butcher's Bill, we'll hold off on that one. Build a reflector platform. So that's our primary quest. This one, I'm going to mark it just because I want to see where this spot is. Set up Mila. That's close. And then build the reactor platform. Back that away, huh? Okay. Butcher's whatever. That one's going to take us up in this direction. Not feeling that I want to do that just yet. That is a quest we're going to turn in later when we head back to talk to Virgil. Medford Hospital, where is that? Ah. That is actually up close to where the Butcher's one is. So maybe we'll do these, work on these in sets, right? So Butcher's Bill and Jackpot will do together. These guys will do now. So we're going to go and set up Mila. And then we're going to go and build the reflector platform. All right.
All along, the bastards have been teleporting personnel to the surface. Is there nothing they can't do?
We got a lot of synths in play right now. Makes things really
Oh,
dangerous.
man. I think Tinker Tom as a follower would be amazing. Shit. He's got some good lines. Yes, Joe, that was Star Frontiers. All right, so we know where this is, so let's just leave this one set up. Help us find this. Is that the monorail there? Yeah, that's like... That looks like what we need. Alright, so we need to figure out how to get up there. There must be some way up there through these buildings somehow. Maybe. Bean pastries. Wicked pastries. Okay. All right, so we need to be up there. So we got to figure out how to access that. So we're going to follow this to where it hits the ground. Okay.
What the?
Light him up! Fucking pay for that! Playing games with me, huh?
This way? There's a way into this building, or what's left of this building.
Oh, I know you're here.
Let's try the other side. Or, actually, the parking ramp, maybe there's a way up through here.
Scared, huh? You should be. No sign of him now.
Hey, he's got my jacket on. That's nuts. You know, you wear an outfit like that, someone's going to shoot at you sooner or later. All right, let's try this. It's like an old collapsed shopping mall. And you should have access to the freeway from it. And maybe from the freeway to the monorail below. Oi, my game is getting super laggy. All right. This is going to, I think, get us directly overhead from where the spot is, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Shit. Yeah. So, yeah, I think we're practically on top of it right now. Yes, we are. So then the question is, how do we get there? Well, let's explore down here a little bit further. I do like this spot. This is where Billy set up one of his pumping stations underneath the freeway, right along that pillar over there. Apparently I love building along freeway pillars. There's that monorail. How do we get on it? We need to be basically a level below where we're at right now. So let's go back this way. The tail end of that monorail was smashed into a building. Kind of makes me wonder if there's a way to get on it at one end and follow along. See? Right there. Huh. Oh, hey, look at this. Ah, never been up here before. Oh, hello. Now we're getting somewhere. Pre-war money. All right, let's have a look around. Make sure we're not missing nothing. Hey, let's look around here for a second. I'm curious about this spot. This would be an interesting spot to build. Haymarket offices. All right, let's go do this. I'm carrying too much. How is that possible? Because I picked up a giant bag of concrete. Is that what I did? Bet you it is. Or a bag of fertilizer or something. Ah, bag of cement. Okay. All right, here we go. I love this spot here. This would be a wonderful spot to build something really cool, I think. Overweight by quite a bit. Let's shed something. Okay. That is done. I'm definitely going to consider coming back here and building something here. This is really cool. It's in an awesome spot. And I love the sort of crazy route you got to take to get here. is this like right in a raider camp too? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? All right. So now that is done. And we are off to Hangman's Alley.
Hey! Oh, hell no!
Was that Al Pacino?
Look out!
Ah, we're by the bookstore. We're getting close to another level, too. Yeesh. All right, we're almost there. We're burning through the fusion cores. Oh, hey. Whole bunches of them. And now I'm fucking incumbent. Let's get rid of more shit. I always have to check because I pick up stuff without thinking a lot of times. Like this stuff. When did I pick up this stuff? You know? All right. We are right by our base here. We're not stopping. We got places to go, folks. Alright, I gotta build a thing. Now... build a reflector platform. Okay. Is the reflector platform... Yes, it is something we built here at the workshop. Alright, let's check it out. Reflect a platform. Might that be under special? Stabilized reflector platform. And we happen to have the stuff we need. Okay. Wire this into the same power grid as the beam emitter. I do not know what that means. So, let's try this. Let's put it up here. See if we can put it up, like, out of the way somehow. I don't know what the beam emitter is. So, here, how about this? Let's deploy the thing. That's it? Alright, well, seems like we could build it someplace better. Let's maybe put it up here where it's kind of out of the way. All right. So this is an awful lot of back and forth. What we are going to do is we are going to head back to our base. We're going to get rid of this armor. We're going to catch some Z's, and then I think we're...
Geiger count?
I think we're going to call it a night. He asked me for the Geiger counter.
Do you got a Geiger counter, bub?
Aw, man, you know, mine's at the shop, dude.
You're HQ's new guy, right? Oh, thanks for setting up this place. Kind of wish you would have set up a cot or something, but at least it's safe, right? It is safe, right?
It's safe.
Yeah, this place is definitely better than the last hole in the wall I was at. It was literally a hole in the wall. We got a package incoming. You know, package. I've plotted out her escape route. Got a new guy, new tourist that's gonna help. He's all ready to sign up, but he's got big problems. We clear those problems up, and our package has got a nice cozy shack to lay low in.
I see. Well,
I
count
knew I
me
could
in.
count on you. I wish I could tell you what you're going up against, but I got no idea. I'll mark it on your map. Go there and do what you HQ types do. Then K8's all set. I'll make sure she gets out of the Commonwealth.
Sure. Fine, fine. The texture I'm using on my armor comes from an armor texture pack, of which I will give you the name later, because I cannot remember it. What can I build for a bed? Anything? Hey, bud, this is the best I can do right now. Enjoy. All right, so we're going to go back to our base. The Tower of Power. Just a handy buzz blade. Now we're getting up higher levels. We're starting to run into some really interesting gear and weapons and stuff that I haven't seen before. And we're also running into more and more scavengers who are wearing a jacket just like Billy's. So, y'all, I want to thank you for all of your support. I know me coming back and doing some streaming was kind of unexpected. I was planning on checking out. I spent a lot of time, hours and hours, working on another project, which I shared with a lot of you. But that all kind of went by the wayside when the coronavirus thing happened and we all got shut in for God knows how long. I went through my own bout of corona, and it comes and goes. It's certainly not over. I had some issues yesterday that took me out.
Hold it right there. You want through, you gotta pay. 100 caps.
So...
Get up! Hell yeah! Disappearing act. Huh?
I am planning on streaming again this weekend. Once, maybe twice. I don't know. We'll keep this whole thing going. Having a good time with the Fallout 4. Enjoying sharing some live streaming with you. So, let's keep at it. I don't expect we're going to be getting out of quarantine anytime soon, so may as well keep the story rolling, as it were. All right, we made it all the way back. Good Lord. That was a long haul. Great big giant loop through the wasteland. Turn down those sound effects a little bit. I turn them up a little bit when we have dialogue and stuff happening, but sometimes the sound effects can get pretty bananas. Okay, so the armor paint mod is called War Tags. It's got a whole bunch of different paint built right into it. Okay, squeeze right in here. Ah, it's good to get out of that shit. Smells like beer, sweats, and farts in there. All right. There we go. Now, let's transfer some shit into here. All right. So we've completed some stuff. We actually took on a lot of quests. We made some good forward progress tonight, but we also took on a whole bunch of like little side quests and things. We're going to peck away at those things, kind of mop them up little by little. I'm going to log off for now. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in this adventure. I think next time around, we'll continue on those quest lines. We also may just have a stream in there this weekend where we just hang out and build. I got some ideas for things I want to build. Chief among them, I want to, set up a little factory, a manufacturing space that is not packed under this bridge because it is getting tight under here. So I think we've got some fun ahead of us. Next week is going to be, I don't know. Next week is sort of in question. It's sort of balls to the wall at work. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'll try to get in at least one stream next week if I can. But thank you all, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for hanging with me. And I will see you next time.